Urgent Washington Commanders fans. Do not miss this. What just happened? You won't believe this one. But before we reveal the big news, make sure to subscribe to the channel, because here we bring you daily videos with the latest Washington Commanders updates. And to not miss anything, activate the notifications. Alright, guys, I've got some exciting news that's going to shake up the Washington Commanders offseason. And no, it's not just another rumor or speculation. This time, something real just happened, and it could have a big impact on the team's future. So, stay tuned because what I'm about to tell you could be a game changer. The Commanders just made a move that shows they're serious about building a competitive roster. And it involves a new face. A guy who's eager to prove himself in the NFL. And trust me, fans, this is one you don't want to miss. So, here's what just went down. The Washington Commanders have signed a new player. A guy named Tim McKee. Now, you might not have heard of him before, but believe me, this is a name to keep an eye on. McKee is an offensive lineman. A guy with a pretty interesting background coming out of NC State. He went undrafted in this year's NFL draft, which means he wasn't one of the guys picked by the teams on draft day. But that didn't stop him from catching the attention of the Commanders, who decided to bring him in as a free agent. That's right, an undrafted free agent, folks. And that tells you a lot about the team's approach. They see potential in players who aren't necessarily in the spotlight yet. Guys who can develop into key contributors. Now, what makes Tim McKee interesting is his versatility and skills on the offensive line. Throughout his college career, he showed a lot of promise. He's known for his ability to protect the quarterback and create running lanes for the offense. His versatility is a huge plus. He can play multiple positions along the line, which is exactly what NFL teams look for when building depth and competition. And in Washington's case, adding someone like McKee gives them more options in training camp and preseason. More opportunities to find the right fit for the team's scheme. What really stands out about McKee is his determination. Choosing to sign with the Commanders as an undrafted free agent shows that he's hungry. That he's willing to grind and prove himself at the highest level. It's a story that's familiar to many of the best players in the league. Those who weren't drafted but still made a significant impact in the NFL. It's all about perseverance and seizing opportunities when they come. And right now, McKee has that chance with Washington. Pause here, just for a second, if you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Washington Commanders news to you. It's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick, and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now, let's continue with the big reveal. And let me tell you, this signing is more than just about adding another body to the roster. It's a statement. The Commanders are clearly looking to deepen their offensive line, to bring in players who are eager to compete and improve. Because, let's face it, the offensive line has been a position that's often been scrutinized here in Washington. But with this move, they're sending a message. They're serious about building a stronger, more resilient front line. And McKee, with his college experience and raw talent, could very well be a dark horse in this competition. Now, the fans are already buzzing. They're excited to see how he performs in the upcoming training camps and preseason games. Everyone's wondering, how will he fit into the team's scheme? Will he be able to impress the coaching staff enough to earn a roster spot? The truth is, he has a real shot. The NFL is all about opportunity. And McKee is walking into the right environment. An organization that's hungry for talent, eager to develop players, and willing to give chances to those who demonstrate the right attitude and work ethic. And speaking of that, it's worth noting that many players who started as undrafted free agents have gone on to have successful careers. Some have even become stars. Think about guys like Kurt Warner, who was undrafted and yet became a Hall of Famer. That's the kind of story that McKee is now part of. A story of perseverance, hope, and the relentless pursuit of a dream. And in Washington, he'll find a team that values grit and determination. A team that's looking to build a roster that can compete with the best in the league. The offseason is a critical time for the Commanders. This signing signals that they're not just sitting back. They're actively shaping the team for the upcoming season. They're looking for players who can step up, who can bring energy and resilience. McKee is just one piece of that puzzle, but a very important one. His journey from college to the NFL might still be in the early stages, but the potential here is huge. And with the right coaching and development, he could become a key player for the Commanders. As training camp approaches, everyone's eyes will be on players like him. It's a chance to make an impression, to show that they belong at this level. And for McKee, it's about seizing that moment, pushing himself to the limit, and earning a spot on the roster. Fans, you can bet that he's going to give his all. The NFL is a league that rewards those with heart, determination, and a never-give-up attitude. And McKee definitely has that in spades. Looking ahead, this signing could also influence the team's draft and free agency plans moving forward. The Commanders are clearly serious about building a strong, competitive offensive line, something they've needed for a while. Bringing in young talent like McKee shows they're investing in the future, trying to find those hidden gems who can develop into starters. It's a smart move, especially considering how important the trenches are to winning games in the NFL. And fans, this is what makes following the Commanders so exciting right now. Every signing, every move, is a piece of a larger puzzle. And with McKee's addition, they're adding a player who's eager to prove himself, who wants to rise through the ranks and leave his mark in Washington. It's a story of hope and potential, and we're all here for it. Now, let's not forget, this is just the beginning. The real test will come during training camp and preseason. That's when we'll see how much McKee has developed, how he adapts to the speed and physicality of the NFL. Will he stand out? Will he earn that roster spot? That's what we're all waiting to find out. But one thing's for sure. He's got the right mindset and the talent to make a real push. And now, Washington Commanders fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this signing? Do you think Tim McKee has what it takes to make the team? Do you see him becoming a staple on the offensive line this season? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Washington Commanders. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates. So stay tuned for the latest Washington Commanders news. There's plenty more to come. And I'll be right here, bringing you all the inside info. Thanks for watching, and as always, let's go Commanders!